Welcome to Pickleball Journey. Today we are talking about how to put points on the scoreboard. Specifically, we're going to be explaining how to use the third shot drop and how to use the third shot drive to do this more effectively. Please like and subscribe so we can reach more people like you.
Hey everyone, so here we got Justin returning serve, and we got his partner Dummy.
We got our dummy Larry here. He's going to help us drill in today. We'll be using Larry in several situations to replicate another person. We'll also be doing some target practice at the end of the day, each getting a chance to try to peg Larry, so we'll see how that goes.
Let's go, Larry! I'm going to be being the person hitting that third ball drop. Our first tip is I'm going to be hitting the serve, and I'm going to be hitting the third ball drop to the person coming in. That way I have that room for error. So the dummy, they're in position, whereas Justin will be coming in. That way I have a little bit more room. If you can, hit your forehand or whatever shot that is that you hit the drop more successfully. When you're in a mixed situation, sometimes the returner can come in quickly, and if they're the guy, they can be a lot more aggressive. So a lot of times we'll go for the weaker attacker. So in this situation, I'm gonna drop to what would be the mixed partner, and coming to the net, or already at the net.
Next thing we want to make sure we're doing is making good contact with the paddle. So we really want to be, my paddle has a nice target here. We really want to be hitting on the center of the paddle for every drop. So we're going to focus on not having any of the balls hit around the edge. So here we go. Most part, we want to focus on having a pretty flat face, open face when we're hitting this. You don't want to be hitting too much slice or too much topspin on this third ball drop.
So in this next drop, as you can see, I'm going to be try to move forward into my shot. If he hits a deeper return, I'm going to back up and then move forward in my drop. It's really important that we make sure we're moving forward into the court when we're hitting our drop.
Whoa. Normally I'd be taking that baby. You did land? Nope. 3-0-1.
So when I serve, I'm always going to move back so that I can be in position to move forward in my drop.
Swinging in an upward motion and a constant, consistent path towards our target. So we'll show a couple examples of this. Make nice upward motion and then consistent swing path towards the target. One more here.
So another tip is the two-target system. We're going to be first targeting a spot over the net, and then the second target is going to be a spot in the kitchen. So if we're doing the two-target system, we're able to create a better drop because we're aiming for a certain spot, not just on the kitchen ground, but also at a spot over the net.
So now let's get into some tips on the third shot drive. So one of the important things to do is to keep a low center of gravity when you're hitting these drives. So here we'll show a couple of those.
Get slow. Okay. 10-4-1.
You want to really bend your legs here, good. Your backhand, getting low.
Beautiful.
Neck court always helps. Here.
All right, Steve, let's do a nice hit.
So getting nice and low for this.
You guys.
I'm staying very compact through this. One of the most important things on the drive is to make sure that you're moving forward. So if I'm stuck here and I'm moving back as I hit this ball, it's going to be nearly impossible to make a good drive, one that's barely over the net. So here I'm going to show examples of moving forward as I'm hitting the drive. Notice my weight is leaning forward. And my target is a few inches over the net, maybe a little bit higher, 3 to 6 inches, to have that consistent shot. One more here. Moving forward.
This next tip, when we're driving the ball, we always want a distinct start and finish. For me, I get my unit turn and I get my paddle here every time, about a 90-degree angle. I come down and I always follow through at the height and I follow through above my shoulder. So I have a distinct start and finish every time. Give you a couple examples. So as you can see, I have a distinct start, contact, and finish over the shoulder. Distinct start and finish.
Right off there. Nope.
Next, we want to be driving at the apex of the bounce. So if the ball is bouncing on the ground and it stops here and then starts to move down, this is exactly where we want to hit it, right at that apex. So as you notice, I'm not going to let it drop. I'm going to hit it right at the height of the ball.
3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 2.
So we don't want to hit it too early when it's rising, and we don't want to hit it too late when it's going down. We want to hit it right when it bounces at the highest. All right, so for the last tip for the drive, we want to be aiming for the middle of the court. There's a couple reasons for that. One, to create confusion between the two players that you're facing, and you're hitting over the lowest part of the net. Okay? The sides down the line are a lot higher than the middle. We also want to be driving to the weaker player or the player that can't hit as well of volleys or stick to volley. So if they're a mixed doubles team, I know Justin's really good. So if his partner dummy can't hit stick a volley, then I'm going to be driving towards the weaker player in that case. Let's see if I can get the dummy's head. Oh, that's so close.
Yeah.